Hey, what's up guys? Ravenclaw here and welcome back to another PvP game on the Hunter channel. 7.3.5, far out, these patches are getting long, has been released and some cool things have come about. For you guys that don't know, they've upgraded the, well, let's say upgraded, they've updated the traveling system, as it were. Like now you can fly sooner in certain areas. You don't need to go for licenses for certain areas. It's pretty cool. I'm going to look up a bit more about that. But the big thing that I'm actually excited about is the new leveling structure. Okay, it's not just in level, in say Westfall, you can go from 10 to 60. I'm not talking about the scaling. I'm talking about how we level now. They've tried to make it more vanilla-ish. And what do I mean by that? So people are going to definitely go nuts about this, and that's because that they're trying to make leveling a little bit harder. So with heirlooms, so when you put heirlooms on, the stats that they give you aren't going to allow you to one-shot everything anymore. They'll still help you with experience, but they won't give you the insane stat boosts that you could just go and solo dungeons and stuff. Taking it back to a more enjoyable leveling experience, because don't get me wrong, and you guys are probably going to make fun of me, but I actually really enjoyed leveling characters back in vanilla. Like, I actually had fun with my hunter. Now, don't get me wrong, I hated having to, you know, make sure I had ammo and all the other stuff, make sure we looked after our pets. Although, actually, that was pretty cool too. Sort of. Like, I'm on the fence with that. But the big thing was, when you were questing, it felt like you were actually achieving something when you did a quest. So, now they've brought that back, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. So, I'm thinking about doing, like, a new leveling series now that things have changed. It's not going to be too OP. Yeah, if you guys are keen to level a new toon now with all the new things in place, let me know. We could probably get a group together and, you know, have a bit of fun. So this battleground, I wanted to have a quick talk to you about, you know, being a hunter and surviving, but also if you want to 1v1 something, you need to know, firstly, what that class has and the cooldowns and stuff they have available. Like I said, if you get nameplate cooldowns, okay, it'll allow you to see what cooldowns they have available, which is going to be helpful if you do want to 1v1 someone in a battleground. Now, in this one, okay, I do 1v1 a couple of hunters. One was a bit interesting. One was a BM and one was a marksman, okay? And when we get to the marksman, I'm going to show you what not to do when you're playing a battleground. Now, obviously, both of these hunters that I went up against are probably inexperienced in PvP. I'm only saying that from the way that they were playing. Also, in this game, I do a lot of escape mechanics to keep myself out of danger. We'll get to that when we get to that. So the first thing, if you do want to 1v1 someone as a hunter, or even if in duels and stuff, it's all about cooldown management for you and for them. So, for example, let's talk about the escape right now. So right now, I know that I've got my team over there, but I'm going to die because I'm too far ahead. So using little things like goblin gliders, by the way, make sure they're on your bar, not like in your bag like this. I knew that I was okay if I made it back, but I wouldn't have made it back before my healer could come and get me. So I just thought, you know what, it's better to run and fight another day. So remember that. Make sure you have like gliders and sprint potions and things. They're little novelty things, but in BGs you can experiment and have fun with those sort of things. Now, here's the hunter. I saw that he was alone and his bestial wrath is on cooldown, as you can see. Now, he just trinketed nothing. I don't know what he trinketed. Oh no, he trinketed my root. Okay, so this comes down to inexperience, okay? He's chucked a binding shot in the water, which didn't do anything to me, it just sunk. Now, I know that I can beat this guy because his exhilaration and all that's been used before I did. Now, I don't have turtle and I don't have exhilaration, so what I'm using is I made sure I put up my royal sacrifice first to alleviate the BM hunter's crit damage. Right? Then I'm also using the serpent sting, I think it is, to reduce the critical strike again. Now I know that I'm ahead because, one, I've got my exhilaration after he's used it. And even though he used his turtle early, it still gave me a chance to arrange myself better, especially if you're in water. Like the pets aren't going to do that much because you can still range the pets, sort of. And I believe he used Basilisk too, and Basilisk is just hopeless. Like it's just a piece of crap. I really don't even like it as a talent. Okay, let's say, yeah, alright, if it does hit a target, yeah, of course it's going to be good, but to be honest, it is just useless. Like, it walks so slow, people can kite it. Like, if I see it, I'm just going to root it and then probably trap it if I'm 1v1 with a BM Hunter. Like, it's not even worth taking, in my opinion. Interlope is probably a better spell to use than Basilisk in PvP. That's my opinion. You guys can say yes or no, it's up to you, but I just feel like it's not very helpful. So we'll get to the next hunter in a second, but in this situation, right, I wanted to get in there and cause a bit of damage, but I also wanted to spin the flag, so that was my main goal for this particular fight. Here's the problem now, I'm not really supported. I've only got probably about 1 or 2 other players with me, okay, and I don't think one of them's a healer, but what I wanted to do, as you can see there, was get in there and harass their healer. Now, like someone mentioned before, like experienced healers will know how to deal with someone that's on them. Okay, they'll be able to still heal their team without worrying too much about what's going on them. On most of the time, but you won't get that. You'll get healers that don't want to die and they want to stay in the fight, but they'll try and heal themselves while their team falls down, but you're also just pummeling them to the ground. Okay? Now, the whole point of this sort of situation we're in right now was, like I said, to just keep them off the flag, because we started off winning, then we went into like sort of a back foot, and then we're up again, but nobody was down in this section, and I saw that there was a lot of horde down here, and you know, I just wanted to get up in it. So just in a second we're going to get up to that 1v1 fight, but I wanted to show you something interesting here. Notice that pally that I was just on before, right? I actually use him as an scapegoat. It's funny. I know, like, it's always good to know where your healers are. Now, just so you guys know, I don't know if you guys know this, but a healer on the map shows up as a larger dot, okay? So that way you know that the healers are close or far away. So look over there, alright? There's the pally all the way over there, right? I wanted to go for him, but I'm like, oh no, don't worry about it. He's all the way over there. I'll leave it. But then, the good thing was, I'm glad that he's still over there, because everyone started to turn their attention on me, and I'm like, yep, I'm gonna die. So I needed to get out of there fast, so I noticed the pally was still over there, and sure enough, I used him as my scapegoat. So that's a good thing to notice as a survival hunter, right? Look at all my cooldowns, they're all on cooldown. I can't do anything, but the last thing I can do is use my like Master's Call and use my harpoon to just get me back out, re-establish myself, get some heals back up, and then go back into it. Now, guys, this one fight here, this is what you don't do as a hunter, right? Firstly, unbind your S key, because this guy's just backpedaling. All I need to do is just stay behind him. That's it. You know what I mean? Stay behind him, and I'm good to go. Right? So that's something you don't do. Like, there's a lot of things that this hunter didn't do, and obviously, using, I was behind him when he used his bursting shot. So, one, do not ever backpedal, ever. It's pointless. It literally is pointless. You just walking back. As you see there, I'm faster than him when I'm running, as he's going backwards. So all I need to do is stay behind him, and that's it. I'll fight him from behind, okay? Those things you need to know. Now, secondly, when you're fighting a hunter, and you're chasing him down and doing all that, run to the side, okay? Because most hunters, what they'll do is they'll drop a trap at their feet to trap you off them. If you run to the side, the trap's going to be behind them and not in your line of, not in your path. That's another sort of tip that you can use. But yeah, the big thing really what I wanted to show you that particular fight was, yeah, just manage your cooldowns properly. Like, I'm sure that hunter was probably a bit more inexperienced, probably as a new hunter, I don't know. I'm not going to rip on that person, because that's just not right, because you don't know what, where they are at their PvP time. But just that one particular thing is what I want to show you. There is literally no point. You may as well unbind your S key, right? Learn how to play without it, and then utilize that one prime spot for another major ability. Use it for your turtle shell, your Master's Call, your anything. It's more beneficial to you for another massive spell than it is to walk backwards for 5 seconds. Like, literally. I'm also getting to the point, Now I like to strafe a lot, so I'm trying to get to the point where I can unbind my A and D keys. So because I'm playing a melee more, like Survival Hunter, there's not much really, so I don't really need to peek from behind pillars unless I play Marksman. So we'll see how that goes. I'm still used to sort of strafing. But this whole BG is pretty much over with now. Another way to, if you're like for this last thing, right? If you're getting away, make sure you drop a tar trap down just to, you know, secure the escape. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed another BG. I look forward to chatting with you soon, and until next time, you keep on sniping.